I think the CBC may actually owe Canada and Canadians an apology following their ridiculous election coverage last night of the U.S. election. Every Canadian taxpayer pays into the CBC. It ends up being about $40 from each Canadian per year of tax money goes to the CBC. This is supposed to represent at least some type of unbiased news coverage, and specifically one of the people they had on last night was just saying ridiculous statements. I don't know if this person's a CBC employee or just a panel member, but either way, you should vet these people. The statements coming out of this person are impossible to take seriously.
Last week or two, you're talking about the propaganda campaign and the playbook of Trump. This is not new. This is not surprising. This is directly out of Hitler's playbook. This is out of an autocrat playbook. This is a way to, I mean, the things that Trump has done masterfully, frankly.
I mean, this is ridiculous to compare him to Hitler like this. I know people in the States have done this, like Joy Reid has made this comparison, but to do this on the election night, he's had 2 assassination attempts on his life, and just with a straight face, this is exactly out of the Hitler playbook. I don't get the exact phraseology of what she said there.
This is not new. This is not surprising. This is directly out of Hitler's playbook.
Directly out of Hitler's playbook is a wild statement. It's just totally unserious. It's totally false. This person should be ashamed of themselves. They can say that on a straight face. And the other panel members should have called her out. Like, what do you mean? And the other people that work at CBC should have just said, okay, chill. Like, make your point that you don't like him without invoking Hitler. It's so unfair. It's just shockingly ridiculous to any like regular thinking person. It makes no sense. So then another thing she said right here, which I'll cover, another ridiculous statement.
Also less likely to be college educated, most of them, right? And so there's a certain...
So again, the way she said that is so cringe. I really wish that it was not socially acceptable to say that so dismissively. That should be almost like saying, oh, of course you're Jewish, you'd vote this way. You're Muslim, you'd vote this way. You're indigenous, you would think that. It should be like, they should have that level of stigma for the person that's beside you to be like, wait, what did you say? Can you explain what you mean by that? You should, and look at the look on her face when she just dismisses people. They're not college educated.
Also less likely to be college educated, most of them, right?
Most of
them,
right?
There's a certain populism that he's able to play into, which is really focused on the class dynamics that I don't think the Democrats will ever get right, and being able to talk to people.
Yeah, but that's also young people who feel what you're talking about, and that same phenomenon is playing out in this country with our conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. Young people who feel that they are never going to get the things that their parents have. They will never own a home. They will go to university. It won't matter. They won't.
So this is actually reasonable by Rosie, and then watch the same woman cuts in with just some just some garbage in a second.
Won't be able to access the things that were there. And I think that, you see with the people that David's talking to at the bar, like that's those people too. And so it's not just a class thing. It's where did the fairness go? Where did the fairness of the American society go? Where did that dream go? And I think that that's something that is resonating too.
And some of us would offer is that it was never actually fair. There was a certain group of people that had...
Okay, everything's race, everything's bad, everything from the past is racist. That's how these people see the world. CBC should not have this person on. Vet these people. This is not serious. This is just hijacking what was actually a reasonable point being made. Well, some of us don't think that it was ever. Then you can't have a conversation. Apparently I believe her name is Rosemary Barton, can't even bring it up that it's way harder in America to own a home than it was in the 1980s. It's actually way worse in Canada, but America still has that problem as well. Homes have shot up a ton in America in the last 4 years as well. You can't even make that point, though, because just right back to race, everything, Hitler. So CBC, I mean, they've got to do a better job of vetting these people. This is a taxpayer-funded organization to a large extent. They've got to do better, in my opinion. This is totally ridiculous. Get some Democrats, get some Republicans, but don't get people on there who are just going to hijack the segment with ridiculous statements. Reasonable people would be best, and then this person can have her YouTube channel or whatever. So with that said, I'll finish the video here, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.